Hey, how's it going, guys? Team TRE here, also known as a man that reviews everything. Today we're going to be talking about some Scream 6 news. Now, this news necessarily isn't new news. It's news that came out throughout the month, and I've been wanting to talk about it, share my thoughts and opinions with you guys on it. But I've been so busy this month, I haven't had time to, and now that I have time, I finally want to make this video. And I also kind of want to theorize what I think will happen in the next movie, or what I would want to happen. But I'm going to save that for the end of this video. But with all that being said, let's get into it. So we have two bits of news that we're going to be talking about today. We have the first one talking about casting updates for the next movie, and then also we're going to be talking about the new storyline that they have for us. But starting off with the casting updates, it is said that Hayden Panettiere is going to be returning for Kirby. And if you don't know who Kirby is, she was in Scream 4 and she was one of the victims of Ghostface. She happened to survive her encounter with Ghostface. And in the last movie, we had a little Easter egg revealing or hinting to us that she was still alive and out there, because one of the characters were on YouTube video, and this is in the latest Scream movie. But one of their characters were on YouTube, and on one of the suggested videos on the side, you can see Kirby in the thumbnail. So once we all saw that, we all were like, wait, Kirby's alive? And that's something Wes Craven kind of hinted towards as well. And once Scream 4 came out afterwards, he kind of hinted that she might or might not be alive. But now we have it confirmed that she did survive, and she will be back to help the new cast members for this new Scream movie. And speaking of the old cast members from this latest movie, some of them have confirmed to be back for the next one, such as Melissa Barrera, Jasmine Savoy Brown, Mason Gooding, and Jenna Ortega. They're all going to be back for this next movie, as well as Courtney Cox. Courtney Cox has came out and said that she has read the script and she loved it so much, and she thinks it's a really good script. And she can't talk about it because if she did, they would have to kill her, jokingly saying. With her saying all that and saying that she's coming back and that the script is really good, has me really excited for this next movie, because this latest Scream movie was really good. I liked it a lot. It's definitely my third favorite out of the whole franchise. But then that leads me to question, well, is Neve Campbell going to come back? Because it's going to be weird having only Gale and not Sidney Prescott, who is like the face of Scream, But I'm sure Neve Campbell will come back, of course, as Sidney Prescott, especially if Courtney Cox is coming back and saying that this is a really good script. I don't see why not she wouldn't, She said in interviews before, after this latest Scream movie came out, she came out and said that, of course, she would love to come back. And it's just so sad that we're not going to have David Arquette to come back, because his character of Dewey, spoilers if you haven't seen Scream, his character sadly passed away in the last movie from a brutal death. But I hope they can bring Gale and Sidney back for this next one, and that would be awesome. But Kirby coming back and being in the mix with the new characters and the legacy characters, that's gonna be crazy to see. What are they gonna do? Are they just gonna assemble together and just put a stop to Ghostface once and for all? Who's gonna be Ghostface? There's so many questions for this next one that I have, and I'm just so curious on what are they gonna do. That's really my whole question. What is this movie gonna be about? But speaking on storylines, this next movie is said to be taking place outside of Wardsboro, following our group of survivors. So now that makes me wonder, are they gonna go to the college setting again? The college setting we haven't revisited since Scream 2. And so if they did it again with these new characters, it would kind of remind me of Scream 2. So I hope they don't really go to college. I don't want it to be on a college setting. I just want it to be in a new town, somewhere far away from Woodsboro. Give us something new and fresh in this Scream franchise, And that's the thing. It's sort of repetitive, and I guess that's the whole thing with the killer and the motive, because it's somebody they know. It's a friend, it's a classmate, it's a parent. It's something. So give us something new and fresh to the franchise. I would honestly love it. This is where my theories are going to come in. I would honestly love it, and I know there's a ton of people who will disagree with me and just say leave this character out, but I would love to see Stu Macher back. I would love to see Matthew Lillard come back. I'm not even saying in just this movie, but maybe in the movie after this next one. Bring him back, because they were going to bring him back in Scream 3, but they decided not to, because let me just share with you the whole plot the best I can, because I haven't really read upon this in a while, but I remember reading it and hearing about it. But they wanted to bring Stu Macher back for Scream 3 and have him be like the cult leader of Ghostface, where they have all these killings going on, and it all leads to Stu Macher being in jail, being the mastermind behind it all. But they had to scrap that because of the school shooting that happened around the time, and I forgot what it was, and my mind is just not on it right now. So I apologize. I'm going to try to find the article, and if I can find it, I'm going to put the link in the description below. But I remember he had an interview, and he said that, yeah, he had plans to come back. He was in one of the ideas for Scream 3, but they had to scrap it and all that. And I know some of you will be like, Stu's dead. He got a TV smashed on him. This man's not surviving after that. He lost a lot of blood. He even said so himself when he was talking to Sydney on the phone. I'm losing a lot of blood right now, man. So yes, I get how people can see how he could die, but if they were able to bring Kirby back, how can he not bring Stu back? Because then, for those who are like me and don't think that Stu's dead, the man was breathing when he got smashed with the TV. Now, some could just say, oh, that's a edit error, you know, they forgot to edit that part out in the movie. But no, I think Wes Craven left that in there for a reason. If they had plans to bring him back for Scream 3, I think he knew that he didn't want to kill off Stu in the first one. So I just think if they brought back Stu, that would be really interesting and awesome to see. And I know in this latest Scream one, they brought back Billy Loomis, and he was a ghost. Like, why did you do that? That was just one flaw I had with the movie. Like, why did you bring back the ghost of Billy Loomis? We understand that that's her father, but that, I don't know. I didn't really like that as much. But if they were able to bring back Matthew Lillard's character in person, not a ghost, but in actual person, like maybe even if they did the whole storyline that they did for Scream 3 that they wanted to do, where he was like in jail behind it all, he was the cult leader of Ghostface, that would be really awesome to see, and so unique and so fresh to the whole Scream franchise, because it's always somebody you know. That's the tagline for the movie. So what if it's not somebody they know? You know, that brings an interesting twist to the franchise. But then we find out that Matthew Lillard has a huge fan base. Well, I mean, of course he does in real life, but I'm talking about in the movie, like Stu has a huge fan base. There's people who look up to him and just want to replicate what he did. But they don't even know who Sidney Prescott is. I mean, they know of her, but they don't know who. They don't know her on a personal level. That's what I'm trying to say. So, what if it's not somebody they know? That would be really interesting, and it would be more difficult to take down the Ghostface. And what if they have more than 2 killers? Because they've been having like 2 killers since the beginning. Why don't they up the number a little more? You know, give us like 4 killers. I know that would be hard, but I'm just saying, I want something new to this franchise. I want something that we haven't seen, something that's not repetitive, something that's not a similar storyline to any of the old Scream movies. That's what I really want from this movie, most of all. I don't care if they bring Stu back or not, but if they did, I would love it. But like I was saying, not even for this one necessarily, they don't have to bring Stu back. Bring him in 7 or bring him in 8, if there will be that many Scream movies, which I'm sure they will at least get to 7, possibly 8. Just bring him back for like that. We don't have to bring him back for 6, but bring him back for 7 and have it be where he's like still running things. That would be really awesome to see. Or you can have it to where Stu isn't evil anymore, because I remember him saying in the first Scream movie, I'm doing this because of peer pressure, meaning Billy Loomis peer pressured him into doing this and helping him out. So part of him maybe didn't want to do it at all. So what if Stu got released from prison, or his sentence just was up, or he's on probation, let's just say. So he goes to a new town, he leaves Woodsboro, wants to make a whole new life for himself. He wants to forget all he did in the past, and then our new cast members, our new characters, our new main characters that we follow, they go to a town that Stu's living in. They see Stu, killings start happening again, and then they blame it on Stu, but then Stu gets killed by Ghostface, and then it's a huge plot twist on who Ghostface is. That would be a nice twist as well. So if they did one of those storylines, I would be happy. But like I'm saying, they don't necessarily need to bring Stu back for this next one, but if they brought him back for a future one at least, you know, but they do have the possibility to bring him in for this one. Either way, I'm going to be looking forward to this movie. And it's set to start filming this summer, I believe, and also be released next March. So I'm going to be looking forward to this movie for sure. I really like the latest Scream movie, and I just want something different from this next one. You know, this last one was a nice revisit to all the characters into Woodsboro, you know, but now give us something new. Give us something fresh, something we've never seen before. That's all I'm asking for. But that's just all I have to say about the Scream 6 updates. I know I'm late to this news, but this is something I've just been wanting to talk about for a while, so I'm finally doing it. So I'm going to leave it up to you guys now. What are your thoughts and opinions on everything I had to say today? What do you guys want from this next Scream movie? Do you guys want Stu to come back? Do you guys want him to stay dead? Let me know all your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today's video. My name's TMTRE. I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay safe and spread the love. Peace out, guys.